Hello, children. How are you all? I hope you all are safe at home. Let's learn a new topic. I welcome you to this session, Chapter 5, Session 1. In this session, you will learn about algorithms and flowcharts in MS Excel. What is an algorithm? Algorithm is a technical term with a more specific meaning, with a crisp description of start, process, end, etc. So, in this session, you will learn about describe an algorithm, characteristics of an algorithm, applying algorithm. So, these are the learning objectives of today's session. Computers have revolutionized our lives. New age hardware has delivered so much because of efficient software and programs. In fact, a software or a program is crucial for a hardware's performance. Efficiency and usefulness of a program depends a lot on how it has been designed. This chapter will introduce to you two program design tools, that is algorithms and flowcharts. Computers are essentially problem solving devices. It solves these problems by dividing the problems in simple and small steps that are expressed in the form of computers' instructions. As you know very well, computer solves all the problems, but it follows the programs. The programs are nothing but the collection of the instructions. Children, you listen. Before writing the program, first a programmer must define the problem. For what problem we are going to write the program. So first he has to analyze the steps. What are the steps to be involved into the program? Okay. So first define the problem and then analyze it, and then you write the steps. A programmer will write the steps to solve the problem. Okay, before enter into the program concepts, he will define the problems. So that definite steps are called as an algorithm. Okay. The set of rules that define how a particular problem can be solved infinite number of steps is known as algorithm. Okay, children, let's enter into the definition. An algorithm is a composed of a finite set of steps, each of which may require one or more operations. But there are certain constraints to be placed on the type of operations an algorithm can include. So we come to the conclusion. What is an algorithm? An algorithm is a logical sequence of discrete steps that describe a complete solution to a given problem in a finite amount of time. So each operation must be definite, and it must be clearly defined what should be done, and each operation must be effective. Each step must be such that it can be done using pencil and paper in a finite amount of time, and each operation must be finite. The algorithm should terminate after a finite number of operations. So, what is an algorithm? I hope you understood. An algorithm is a logical sequence of a problem. Logical sequence of discrete steps that describe a complete solution to a given problem. For example, a problem is given to you, that is add two numbers. Okay, so you must define the problem. What is a given problem? Adding a number, that is a problem. For this problem you have to write the steps. So how will you write the steps? How will you solve this problem? First you have to define the problem, adding two numbers. Okay, what is the second step? Without a number you cannot add it, isn't it? So you will define the number. Okay, this is analyzing the problem. So you will define the number. What is number 1, what is A, and what is B. Okay, in third step you will add these two numbers, A plus B, right? Okay, in fourth step you will add this addition, the sum of these two numbers, into another place. Okay, that is C equal to A plus B. Okay, and what will you do last? At last you will submit the result. Okay, print C. Okay, that's all. This is a problem. This problem has been solved. So how many steps we were analyzed? We were analyzed through 4 or 5 steps. Okay, first we have to define the problem, and then we have to analyze the problem, and then you can develop the algorithm using A and B. Okay, because we are going to add the two numbers, so you receive that numbers, and finally you store the addition of these numbers into another variable, and finally you will display the result. Okay, you will write the steps. Okay, then using those steps you will write the program using any computer language. So directly we cannot enter into the program, okay, for a problem, for solving the problem. So first we have to analyze the problem. What is the problem given to us? How to find out the solution for the problem? Then we have to write the steps. Okay, steps of solving a problem. How to solve it? This is a step 1. This is a step 1, that is problem is adding the number. Step 2, receive the number what is to be added. Step 3, add the two number A plus B. Step 4, store its result into another place, that is variable C equal to A plus B. And step 5, print the or display the result on screen. Okay, that is print C. Got it? So these steps are called as an algorithm. Okay, so first before writing a program to solve any problem, we have to write its steps, how to solve it. Okay, so then after writing the program we can develop a flow chart. We have to write the pictorial representation of the algorithm. All the steps to be designed using the flowchart symbols. Okay, then third way only we have to write the program. So first to solve a problem we have to analyze and write the steps solution in the finite discrete steps, and then convert the algorithm into the flowchart using the symbols. Then finally you can start writing the program using any computer language. Okay, so now I hope you can understand the algorithm, the concepts of algorithm. So algorithm is nothing but discrete steps that describe a complete solution to a given problem. Okay, so first you receive the problem, and then you analyze about that, and then you write the steps to solve the problem. That steps only algorithm. Then after writing the steps, you convert that into flowchart. Then you can write the program using any computer language. Okay, in this way only the programmers are developing the program. So using these programs only computer solves the problem. Okay children, next we will enter into the characteristics of a good algorithm. A program is a representation of an algorithm in a programming language. Thus, efficiency of a program depends on these two factors of algorithm. One is correctness of algorithm. The second one is efficiency of an algorithm. Correctness of algorithm. Whether the algorithm is yielding correct results or outputs with the given set of inputs. So an algorithm must receive some input as well as it must provide the result. The result should be correct without any mistakes. And the second characteristic is efficiency of an algorithm. How fast it is, or how simple or complex steps it uses to solve the problem, and how much resource it uses. Resource means memory. The above factors will also make a program correct or incorrect and efficient or inefficient. Okay children, what are the characteristics of algorithm? Correctness of algorithm, and second one is efficiency of an algorithm. Correctness of an algorithm means it must receive the input and it must provide a correct result or output. Efficiency of an algorithm means how fast it is, how simple or complex steps it uses to solve the problem, and how much resource it uses. Okay, that is efficiency of an algorithm. Okay, now we will see uses of algorithm. Here algorithms are used in all types of programming. There are standard efficient algorithms available for a variety of tasks. Some examples of algorithm usage include search engines, weather forecasting, sorting, and pattern recognition. So algorithms are used for efficient searching over internet, and there are specifically designed weather forecasting algorithms that study the satellite pictures and weather patterns. In sorting, algorithms can sort a small group of data to huge enormous amount of data. In pattern recognition, an algorithm play a very important role in this field, like fingerprint matching or face recognition. So in this field an algorithm can be used. Okay, an algorithm can be used in search engines for efficient searching over internet, and it is used in weather forecasting that study the satellite pictures and weather patterns. And sorting, algorithms designed to sort a small group of data. Algorithm is used in this pattern recognition field also for fingerprint matching or face recognition. Okay, next we will see developing an algorithm, how to develop. The development of an algorithm is a key step in solving a problem. Once we have an algorithm, we can translate it into a computer program in a programming language. So, as I said earlier, to write a program, first we have to analyze the problem, how to solve it. We have to write the steps for solving the problem. Then the steps can be converted into a flowchart, and then it can be converted into a program in a programming language. So algorithm development process consists of 5 major steps. Step 1, obtain a description of the problem. Step 2, analyze the problem. Step 3, develop a high level algorithm. Step 4, refine the algorithm by adding more detail. Step 5, review and test the algorithm. So obtain a description of the problem. So first, a detailed description aids to better solution. To find, before writing a program, we have to find the solution to solve the problem. So first we have to get the detailed description of the problem. What is the problem to be solved? That we must get the definition. So always go for clear descriptions. Also be clear about the assumptions made, if any. For example, in a test result system, mostly it is assumed that maximum marks are 100. So it is important to clarify assumptions and be sure about things. Second step is analyze the problem. Analyze to figure out what is to be calculated or produced from a given set of input conditions or values. Third step is develop a high level algorithm. First we come up with and develop a high level algorithm that includes the major part of a solution, major steps of the solution. The fourth step is refine the algorithm by adding more detail. So now refine algorithm and include minor steps. Also ensure that the right data gets used. Example, ensure that the maximum marks are 100. Then no marks entered or more than 100. Last step is review and test the algorithms. Finally, review the algorithm steps carefully and test it with a sample set of values whether it producing correct results or not. And finally, you can print out the results, that is display the result. We will see an example for developing an algorithm. For example, a problem is given to you. Just assume that a problem is given to you. That problem is adding two numbers. So first you have to describe the problem. What is the problem we are going to solve? That is adding two numbers. That is step 1. In step 2, determine the numbers. What are the numbers are to be added? That is A and B. So you can receive the input. That is determination of numbers. In third step, we will add the numbers. So the given problem is adding the number. Okay, isn't it? So we will add the two numbers, that is A and B, A plus B. And after adding that, we will store the result in some other place, that is C. Okay, storing the result, C equal to A plus B. And finally what we will do, so before displaying the result, we have to analyze the steps one more time. Okay, you can fix some number and you have to add how it is possible, how it is work out. Okay, then finally you can display the result, displaying the result, that is output, like a print C, because the addition of the two numbers are stored into the result variable C. Okay, so finally you can print the variable, that is C. Okay children, this way we have to develop an algorithm. So this is an example for writing the algorithm. I hope you all understood the topic algorithm, as well as you learnt how to write a steps for solving a problem. Okay, how to write an algorithm for solving a problem. This algorithm only converted into program. So before converting into a program, we must listen the flowchart concept also. Okay. So what is a flowchart? A flowchart is a pictorial representation of step-by-step solution of a problem. Step-by-step solution of a problem is algorithm. The pictorial representation of the step-by-step solution or algorithm is known as a flowchart. Okay, children. In next session, we will learn about a flowchart and its symbol. Okay. Thank you, children. I hope you all understood the topic, today's topic, that is algorithm, characteristics of an algorithm, and uses of algorithm, and developing an algorithm. And finally, I give you a note on flowchart also, that we will discuss in next session. Thank you, children.